I remember thinking, oh my goodness, what are they doing? They're hurting him.
Well, today, after more than 5 years, a grieving woman is finally talking publicly about how the Orleans Parish Coroner's Office treated her husband's remains. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Katie Moore. The woman who came forward to share her story with us says she felt she needed to after we showed video last week of a now former employee of the coroner's office dragging a body down the stairs.
Well, that video is hard to watch, and we are including part of it in this update. You don't see the body because it's inside of a body bag. The woman says the actions in that video are very similar to what happened in her St. Charles Avenue home in 2019. Alyssa Curtis spoke to her about how she felt when she found out she wasn't the only one.
I didn't know the body was coming down until I began to hear thunk, 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 thunk.
Julie Grant Meyer remembers September 23, 2019 very well, the day her husband, Michael David Meyer, died by suicide. In the hour she lost her best friend of decades, it was all made even worse when, according to her, a coroner's office employee dragged her husband's remains down 3 flights of stairs, then down 8 more brick stairs outside to get to the driveway. She says a clergy person was there with her.
I think they treated him with complete disrespect, with disregard to appropriately doing one's job. Why didn't he call for help? Why didn't he get somebody else up there with him?
Shocked and grieving in the moment, she didn't say anything, and she's kept it inside ever since.
Who am I to question what they're doing? I didn't feel like I had standing. So for 5.5 years, I've just held that with me, always remembering the sound of it and how horrifying it was.
But after this video of a now former coroner's office employee dragging a person's remains down a flight of porch stairs made its round last week, she couldn't keep quiet.
I read this and gasped out loud.
In a press conference, Orleans Parish Coroner Dwight McKenna addressed the video.
The handling of the decedent in this matter was completely unacceptable and does not reflect the standards of professionalism and dignity that we uphold.
McKenna explained the policy is for 2 people to pick up the body and get it into a body bag and put it on a gurney with dignity and respect. In an email Tuesday, the office said McKenna was referring to the standard procedure of there being a minimum of 2 individuals or drivers required to manually transport a decedent in a body bag. But Meyer says only one person handled her husband's remains.
He may be unaware that this is going on, I don't know. But the chances of it not going on for all these years are slim to nothing.
Meyer says she can't get a redo, but hopes no one else has to experience a horrible moment made even worse. Alyssa Curtis, WWL, Louisiana.
We've reached out to the coroner's office for comment on the alleged handling of Michael David Meyer, and they said to their knowledge they have not received any formal complaints that are related to similar or past incidents, but they said they are looking into it.